welcome to my channel, Themakeupphase. So yeah, we are definitely in November and Christmas is literally around the corner. This is insane. And I have had the craziest weeks of life. So this is definitely really nice to get in and do these videos and just take some time for you guys and me. I miss it. But anyways, so today we are going to do a spiced fall look. As you can see, it's definitely a lot of fun colors and yet perfect for fall, and definitely rocking those fall events, or just because you know you just want to look a little extra to work or to school or whatever. So you want to see more? Stick around. Okay, so starting with my favorite primer, which is the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. I'm just gonna put that all over my face and then move on to my Nars foundation, which is the Velvet Matte Skin Tint. And I'm just going to dab that all over and then brush it in. Alright, so using a flat top brush, I'm going to spray it down with a little Fix Plus and begin to blend this wonderful foundation into my skin. Okay, so moving on to the eyes, I'm going to use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer because I really want my look to really stick. So taking a little bit on one of my fingers, I'm just going to pass that on to the other one and lightly and gently dab it all over my eyelid, making sure not to get it on the lower eyelid. Alright, so taking the Subculture palette, I'm going to use this gorgeous shade Roxy, and with a small flat brush, I'm just going to pat that on all over my eyelid, taking it all the way up to the brow. Again, don't be afraid to be a little generous with it. We really want this color to be vibrant and pop. So once they have this all packed on, I'm going to go in with my blending brush and I'm just going to kind of brush out some of the excess off on the, or just below my brow, just to kind of soften up that color before I move on to my deeper color. Okay, so for the next shade, I'm taking this beautiful like burgundy color called All Star, and with a smudge brush I'm just going to take some of this color and I'm just going to put that right into the crease of my eye. I'm just going to build that in there until I feel like it is a good deep color, and then my eyes are very well contoured before blending it all out. Okay, so I'm just going to again add a little bit more of this All Star to the crease and just keep building in this color and making sure to blend it out properly. Okay, so now that we're all blended out, I'm gonna take the PUR palette, and I'm going to use this gorgeous Hidden Secret, and I'm going to add that to the top part of my eyelid with a, again, flat brush. So again, I'm going to take it to the crease, but I'm not going to pass it. Alright, so moving on to our contour shade, I'm going to be using the Reveal from the same palette, and I'm going to be using an angle brush this time. Just going to really work it in to the crease and really deepen that gorgeous color and add a little shimmer to it before blending it all out. Alright, so fully blended out. Now time to take this highlighter shade, which is Twilight. I'm going to add that to the arch of my brow to create a beautiful highlight in my eyes. Alright, moving on, I'm going to take a smudge brush and I'm going to use this dark brown shade, which is Sneak Peek. I'm going to add that to my lower eyelid. So again, don't be afraid to be generous with it. We really want to create a nice deep color. Okay, so now I'm going to use this gel liner by Marc Jacobs. It's a nice deep brown, and I'm just going to add that to my waterline. Okay, so back to the Subculture palette. I'm going to be taking the shade Edge, and I'm going to be adding this to the inner corners of my eyes. Again, with another smudge brush. So be generous with this. We really want this color to pop as well as blend. Okay, so now I'm going to turn to the PUR palette, and I'm going to take the gold sparkly shade in Mask Off, and I'm just going to top that on top of the Edge eyeshadow that I already have on. And again, don't be afraid to be generous with it. We really want it to pop as well as blend. Okay, so back to the Subculture palette. I'm going to take this eyeshadow Electric, and this is going to be the final touch to the inner corners of the eyes. This is going to be the real sparkler of it all. Alright, now it's time for brows. So starting with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, I'm just going to line out my brows and really get them nice and shaped and filled in before moving on to my Benefit Cosmetics Gimme Brow to really make stick and pop. Now it's time to slap on some lashes and kill this eye look. Yes. So moving on to concealer, I'm starting with the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm just gonna add that all to the under eye area, center of my nose, a little bit on my Cupid's bow and my chin, as well as the space just above my side of my other chin. Well, I guess with the tip in my chin and just above my chin. Next, I will also be using the MAC Prep+Prime highlighter in Light Boost. Just kind of going over the under eye area, a little bit on the nose, and of course above the chin and the Cupid's bow, and then blend it all out. Okay, so now it's time to set the face, and I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation Powder in Natural Beige. Okay, so now it's time to contour. I'm going to take the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and with my kabuki brush, I'm going to put this in the hollows of my cheeks, the corners of my forehead, obviously the sides of my nose, and of course all along the jawline and chin area. And then blend it all out with my angle brush. Okay, so I'm gonna take the contour shade from the PUR palette. It is in Enchantment, and I'm just going to add this to the contour that I already have. I just want to really kind of shimmer it up a little bit and just kind of enhance it a little bit more. And just make sure to blend it out. Okay, so I'm going to add a nice little quick wingtip to the upper eyelid, just kind of going over the lash line, and I'm using the liquid liner by Clinique. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back in and take that sneak peek and just kind of retouch the whole bottom part of my lower lid, and just to kind of keep that color nice and bold and make sure that it continues to pop. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some mascara to my lower eyelashes. I'm using the one by Maybelline. This is the Rockin' Volume Express Mascara. It's really good for combing out and extending the lower lashes. Alright, moving on to blush, I'm using the Nars Blush-Orgasm, and with a nice tapered highlighter brush, just kind of putting that all over the apples of my cheeks, making my cheeks nice and rosy. So I'm going to also go back to the PUR palette. I'm going to take that same highlighter, Twilight, and with a highlighter brush, I'm just going to add that all in between the space in my eyes and my cheeks, and just kind of highlight it all up. We really want that nice, beautiful shimmer in that. And of course, add it to the center of my nose and Cupid's bow. Okay, and for the final step, I am using ColourPop. It is the Ultra Matte Lip in Viper to seal this look in. So I'm absolutely obsessed with this liquid lipstick. It is so great, it's long lasting, and I just can't get over how gorgeous this color is. So this is the final look. I am so in love with it. I think it's really, really great. It's so much fun, and it's kind of one of those things that you can kind of just like play around with. Like, you don't have to do it exactly the same variation. I mean, there's a lot that you can either not do or put a little bit more. It's really up to you. Again, I really, really enjoy having it nice and spiced up for fall. We can always use that. I mean, everyone is bringing out all these gorgeous and just so adorable looks. So definitely keep up with them with a look like this. If you enjoyed this tutorial, I try to make it as short as possible for you guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe and always follow me on Themakeupphase and connect with me on LinkedIn. All that information is going to be in the description below. And of course, I always enjoy your feedback. So if there's something you liked, let me know. Something you didn't like, let me know. Trust me, I love it all. So until next time, have a great week, have a great month, and enjoy your Thanksgiving. Bye, my babes.